Hello everyone, hello. Wow. Hello, welcome to North and South, and we are bringing you yet another Union Army line battle. Fantastic stuff. And as we can see here, all the guys getting set up on the Union Army. And you can see them here. Who's this holding the colours? There is Scout from the 1st New Jersey Brigade, and we're getting a bit of consequent drummering going on here. PFC Max from the 1st Artillery, also from the New Jersey Brigade. And Private Radio from Maine wants a shout out, so a definite shout out to him. And also a shout out to Pol Pot, just because. Anyway, let's see. Private Wink Wink from the 2nd Connecticut, looking fine with that somewhat effeminate hat on. Anyway, let's see. Oh, crikey. Hello, there's Miss St. I nearly said St. Lucius. 2nd Lieutenant Lucius. No less indeed. But wonderful. Now, let's find out what's going on, as there is Cuckoo 80, or Cook 80, assassinating his horse, as he will be leading the line forward in line order. So, looking very good. And now we can see here, there's Krasak as well. Oh, is that? It is, it's Hinkle. Yes, there's Hinkle with his fine... Look at that beautiful rifle he's got. Isn't that beautiful? Really nice. And obviously, today he's not dressed like a bush, which we approve of. So, anyway, let's find out what the teams are going to do on this nice map. Now, oh, look at this. We have a wooden bridge. So, we have a wooden bridge by the stones. And quite a big wooden bridge with the odd bit of foliage pop-in, which also tends to happen. And look at this, a little bit of fording occurring. Let's see who is fording. Colonel Sassal from the 2nd Connecticut. Brave fellow, getting his feet wet along with the rest of his Connecticut buddies. Now, what's over here? Somebody going the wrong way. So there's K.A. Culver not paying attention. Now, moving up towards this section of hamlets, let's see. 1st Sergeant Finn from 1st Connecticut. And this looks to be an interesting spot. And there is John Legba. And there's Private Perkins from the 72nd. Look at that stogie and fine whiskers. How we approve. And there we go, the 32nd Sergeant taken down with a fine cannonball from G-Knight from the 1st Artillery. So, these guys are going to sort themselves out, get an idea as to what they're going to go for. Is recruit Deathy from the 2nd Connecticut moving in. And these guys are going to be getting themselves set up and ready to go for what will be the inevitable punch-up. Now, let's see if we... Aha, look at this. John Price, Ravenstaff, John Price no less. And cannonballs bouncing past them already, as you can see. But he's moving up to the Confederate State Army, who is taking cover behind the trees. From the 32nd Massachusetts, there's Private Shazar. I wonder if he's got a sister called Shazam. We'll have to wonder later. And let's see what's going on over here. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Bloody antivirus pop-ups just get on my nerves. Oh dear. My apologies if the video cuts out for any reason, but due to silly, inexplicable pop-ups. And please update to the latest, most paid version. No, I'm not paying for you, you piece of crap. It's Pirate Ompuff from the 32nd Massachusetts, and you can see these guys now getting into a fight across this very small tributary of the river and somewhat dried up riverbed there. And let's just see who is over here. Looks like we've got some numbers moving over to these trees. Now, these trees seem strangely familiar. These trees look like the trees that the 2nd Rhode Islanders cheesed it from a while back. Yeah, this looks very, very Rhode Island cheesy area, I have to say. So this will be cheese central for the Rhode Islanders when they were charged by the 32nd Massachusetts. Now, here is the 2nd Connecticut taking, I would say, stock and reorganising on top of Cheese Hill. And engaging the enemy, as you can see there. Captain George Hamilton has been sliced. Private Criffin has been killed. And here you can see the 20th Maine Sergeant Buster Kilrain. And there's Alistair Kebab. And behind him, there's Merc Zwandi. So, oh, Ranger Rex finished off. And here's George Galloway going in for a bit of a slice and the dice on the artillery. And down goes the horse. Galloway's in trouble. He manages to get up in time quickly. Pulls out his rifle, goes for a quick shot. But no, now he's coming under attack from all directions, trying to defend himself. And brutally sliced to death by Gotrek 2. I wonder if that's the son of Gotrek 1. But anyway, let's see what's going on. There's more fine. Oh, there's Gotrek 2 as well. Obviously from the famous New Jersey Gotreks. And here also is Blue Spark. Now, let's just find out what's going on. As there is as Alistair Young from Michigan, literally riding for his life, avoiding those saber slices, and he is not looking behind him for obvious reasons, as Lieutenant Colonel Spears from Maine gets shot to death by Matty. Let's just see, and oh, it's submarine time, it's horsey submarine time, glug glug, and now that could be, no. Oh, smart play by Alistair Young. Manages to make it across without drowning. Look at that. Great play there by Alistair. And he managed to get the enemy off of him. So, Bubble Bonts with a fine kill. On to Sergeant Major Hanor. And let's see if we can find out, as that is the 72nd Rogan Sharpshooters. Now, here is Recruit Blind Jim, who has both his eyes. So, I'm not sure why he's blind. Maybe they're referring to the looks of his girlfriend. I don't know. Or maybe he hasn't got a girlfriend. Maybe he's just got a book. I don't know. I suppose it's the equivalent, so to speak, of a JPEG. But anyway. 32nd Massachusetts, Private Preston Armour. And there is Herr Alois. Also Massachusetts. So let's just think. And poor Bellyfort. The first round, and he's always one of the first to die. Well, what can I say? Learn to duck, scrub. Oh dear. Poor Belly. Never mind. He's just got one of those faces that needs shooting, I guess. Hopefully that's just in game. Oh, and Barbaneth goes down courtesy of Pain Mace from the 32nd. So let's see. Ah, look at this. United States Sharpshooters. Recruit Ilrak. And you can see Matt being taken down. Who's this? From the New Jersey Brigade. A little bit of cavalry goodness coming in. There's Gotrek as well. And they're doing a little bit of a drive-by along with a random horse. And here is Warlord. Now, let's see what's going on. As we can see the United States Sharpshooters. There is Recruit Chester. Let's have a sniff around. Recruit Armstrong. A lot of recruits on the battlefield today, obviously. They're looking to improve the general ability of their lower ranks. Now, Colonel Brutus from the United States Sharpshooters checking through with his binocs to find out what's going on. And here is more new members of New Jersey Brigade, the 32nd, Troll Duden. And Lance Corporal Arn. Barry Butterfield from the 3rd US. Ah, Weezoo! Private of the 72nd, and these guys doing a good job of defending this area. And also, they're supported by the 2nd Connecticut, so there's Perkins as well, and it looks like these guys are going to get ready to move out. They've got to watch their back, make sure they don't get outflanked by anyone. Now, let's see. Ooh, hello. Private Dandy O'Keefe. And Double Fishes gets murdered horribly. Let's see if we can find out what's going on, as this is where a little bit of a battle is occurring. As here is the 20th Maine, there's obviously Mr. Kebab, and there's Nordcraft. And Rockefeller is taken down by Recruit Bardo, and so these guys have decided to back off across the river. Now, this is going to be a problem, as here is the 72nd, Josh the Brit. Look at that fine moustache. Over on the side here, John Ledgber. And now the cavalry is moving in. So this could be a desperate situation for the Confederate State Army. as they move in towards these gentlemen who are currently held up. And Nordkapf gets taken down, Cassius Farnsworth. Good news, everyone. He has been murdered horribly. And Dagon also murdered horribly. I didn't get a chance to look at Dagon's new face, as he's told me he has designed a new face for this battle, which obviously we are both looking forward to and terrified to see. So, Fredo from the 72nd Pennsylvania. Look at these guys. They are putting up a pretty sterling attack. And you can see members of the 32nd Massachusetts dodging all over the place. Phoenix Corps, or Phoenix Ops, trying to avoid those bullets coming in. Jefferson Sherman also moving up. And these guys here from the New Jersey Brigade getting into a stand-up fight. And look at this. Ban Apple goes down. Lucius goes down. Raoul Goldberg. Ardalax Grant. Ulysses S. Grant just got bayoneted in the... Yeah. He just got bayoneted in the posterior, I believe is the technical term. Yeah. Either way, it wasn't exactly a pleasant experience for him. Well, I don't know, it might be his normal Saturday night out. It's difficult to say. Under the circumstances, we shall move on as we are watching the fine... Oh, we were watching the donut, but unfortunately just got a hole shot for him. And we're now watching Private Alex from the New Jersey, and they are... And him, I should say, is trying to defend himself. As you can see, lots of bayoneting and sword fun going on around this hamlet. Now, let's see who's over here. Who is this fellow? Aha, look at this. Brigadier... Oh, he's had a promotion. Brigadier General OMG Potatoes. Doesn't he look dashing? That sash, fine braid, and a face you know will catch cannonballs. Anyway, so there's Private Perkins again, and here is John Unai, 72nd Pennsylvania, First Sergeant. Now, let's see. Oh, cannonballs. Who are these? First Connecticut, and James Mack has just been kicked. Oh dear. Oh my god. It's that man with the name that I can't pronounce. Antonin Zaz. There we go, I got it right. See, you won't be needed to be called Bob anymore. But I might call you Bob just to annoy you. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Here is Double A, Lieutenant in there as well with his... cotton bud, I suppose you could call it. And who is the engineer today? Private T from Maine. Look at this fine fellow working. Hammer putting up a little bit of a blockage area to catch any of those pesky cannonballs. Also giving the guy something to hide behind as well for the inevitable push towards the Confederate state. Artillery. Now, let's see. Private T continuing. Is this a little bit of... Oh, what's this? General OMG Potatoes. Is this a Ramboing... Is this Ramboing Potatoes? Oh, heavens, mate. What is going on? Oh, look at this. This is up to the level of OM... Oh, God. OMG Potatoes about as effective as a chocolate teapot. Good job, sir. Good job, OMG. That just a fine display of absolutely superb, accurate, and just very skilled shooting, followed by getting shot in the chest. So, bravo, Potatoes, bravo. And now we watch as across here the 72nd move up. Look at this, Old Glory, dropped by Wink Wink, and now they're moving in towards this section. And in they come charging. And there is Major Bale making a sensible decision to cheese it. Oh dear. Double A gets finished off. And oh, ouch. Major Bale sliced across the top of the head. And it's all over. And we move on to the next round. We'll be right back. And we have returned for the next round. Aha, look at this. Oh, random horse straight through the camera. Hello. Oh, it's William Jackson. And also from Michigan, there's George Galloway. Fine beard today. Nicolina Iron, looking... Yeah. And also there's Burger Donalds. With no doubt some Scottish or Celtic heritage in there. There's double fishes. Here's double A, moving the cannon away. Antonanzas as well. And John Price. So, who are these fellows? Crawford. 3rd US. Look at all these wonderful people. 32nd. Massachusetts moving out. Oh, who is this? Is this Diddles? It is! It is the glory that is Fife Major Diddles. The glorious Fife Major Diddles. Right, now, what we got to do is we got to go looking for Dagon, because we got to see this new face. Oh, there he is. There's the troublemaker, Mr. Bellyfort. And you can see him moving in. There's Mom Chilo. And, oh, heavens above, look at this. Basic. Gertzelt. Come on. Hurry up. Staurog. Moonbear. And a fine turnout there with Barbaneth commanding. Oh, a great turnout for the Rhode Islanders. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Volunteer Pirat at the back. Now, that's always good to see. Look at this. Fording the river. Oh, heavens. This looks so good. With the odd person getting into the wrong position. There's K.A. Culver. Or Culver. There's Crabbed Son. Volunteer from the 72nd. And there's Katie. So look at all these guys fording the river, holding up the rifles to make sure they don't get dirty and wet. You don't want those cartridges wet. And so, needless to say, we are really waiting for a time where this man's head will be replaced by a cannonball. However, let's go finding Dagon. Ah, there's Mr. Purple Cow. Hello. Right, Private Paradox. Pirat, Shuckle, Timaeus, Dark Thunder, Diddles, the Diddlinator himself, Broom, Gazer Beam, Go Trek 2, Bellyfort. Looks like a shaved horse, but never mind. Let's see. There's Volunteer Scorch, there's Major Bale, Cannoneer, Private T, there's Pol Pot, Unai, Nicolina Iron, we've seen. And I know what's going to happen. I'm literally going to get to see Dagon just as he snuffs it. Matthew Ferguson, Nathan Jones, Sasal, Flashheart, Crassack, Blind Jim, Master of Arts, Perkins, Johnson, Alistair, Colonel Phillip. And there's Randap, there's Barbaneth again. There's Onpuff, AFK. Recruit Armstrong, Max, Warlord, Brutus. So many people. Look at this. Great turnout today. Colonel Spears with a fine beard. Let's see. Mr. Battlefield. Beast, Wizu. G-Knight, Cassius Farnsworth. Private Spartaner. There, of course. A Donut. Mr. A Donut, no less. Thomas Beale. Alistair Young. Why is it you can never find a Dagon when you want one? As Ray Allen gets a cannonball in the testicles. Ah, look. Who doesn't enjoy a good beaver? There's Zango, Argo. Aha, look at this. The War Moose himself, Mr. Charles Moose. There's Cuck getting into a stand-up fight. Colonel Jeppen of the Rhode Islanders. There's Ban Apple. Trontak, who's not engineering today. We get a General Cooper looking good. Blue Spark, Nordcraft, Stargamer, Rogan again. Ah, Mr. Bumblebonts. George Hamilton. Yeah. And let's see, where are these people? Bellyfort, why are you not dead yet? Yes, I completely agree. Brigadier General Shaw, Private Birch, Marissi, Guru Dennis, Fredo, the wonderful Mr. Potatoes, Shamanak, Pain Mace. Look at all these guys. There's Rockefeller, Andrew Jackson, Matty McSwagger. What a great name. Jefferson Sherman, Shazar. Oh, William Jackson, Private. Oh my goodness, look at that. There he is himself. Major Dagon with a fine nozzle on him. Literally, look at that. You could sharpen that nose and use it to attack people. And a fine moustache on Monsieur Dagon today as well. Good stuff indeed. So always nice to see. Fifing. It is, of course, the legendary Fife Major Diddles. So, let's just see. Ouch! Private Paradox catching a cannonball from Major Bale. And here's Mogul Wolf, another cannoneer, getting into a little bit of a stand-up fight. Who's that doing the loading? That's G-Knight from the 1st Artillery. Corporal Faceman checking through his binocs. Over the back here, Trontak, who appears to be the artillery cover. And let's just see. Who's dead? So they've got 5 dead on one side. Momchilo. Pirat. Now Perkins manages to catch one. Plenty going on. And there is Recruit Onatashi being murdered horribly with a cannonball. So, let's see if we can find out, get an idea of what battle exactly is occurring, because it looks to be a number of small skirmishes sort of spread out across the map. Now, you get to this sort of village area, this farmstead, made up of, well, I suppose it's a little village made up of several sort of farmsteads. Quite nice design buildings here, mostly log cabins. And defending one of these log cabins, there is the 72nd Pennsylvania. And you can now see Colonel Jeppen from the 2nd Rhode Island working together with the catcher of cannonballs, Barbaneth. And what's going on over here? There's Corporal Smithy in as well. Oh. And who's down here? So, Sir Crank. So this is one thing to remember, guys. If you are playing in these battles, I do not generally text chat or type because it interrupts the video and it interrupts the flow of the commentary. So if you want to get a shout out, I will give you shout outs. Obviously, I'm quite happy to do that. But, fuck book page. Donnie, that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Send me the URL and I'll post it in the description. So anyway, let's just, oh, look at that. Gerard Beauregard. That is actually, or Beauregard, I should say. Oh, wow, look at that from Vinty with a massive kill. Dagon as well. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dagon saying, of course, the cannonball. The cannonball yet again. Dagon, oh dear, he's literally, I'm not sure if those, him and Barbaneth are equal pegging for catching of cannonballs. They are, without question, probably the premier North and South community cannonball catchers. So, let's just wait and see. Private Birch. Oh God, what's going on? Pause the cough. And Wolfus catching a cannonball. Now, Sir Wint is doing a really good job of the cannoneering today. As you see, Major Bale has managed to kill 6 people, and Wint and Pandap are at 5 apiece. So, looking good. The 20th Maine are cannonball magnets. Yes, that is true. We cannot argue with that. Now, look at this. Fort Derp. Artillery Fort Derp as being builded by PFC Lugulas from the 1st Artillery. And this is a good design actually, because this is anti-cavalry design, making it hard and also giving them a little bit of cover from the rain as well. Now, to be honest, would you want to sleep in a tent like this that's covered in spikes? I mean, it is like the damp ground and stuff like that. But to be honest, he's working with what he can. Oh heavens, look at all this. Goodness me. There's some serious engineering occurring as Timaeus has just been finished off. And let's see Price also getting into a fight with the 72nd, taking down Arctic. Ow! Shamanek being finished off by Crabbed Sun 10. And Barbaneth has just been murdered. Let's see if we can find out what's going on as he managed to do... He didn't catch a cannonball today. He actually managed to catch a bayonet. What's going on here? Ow! Oh dear, that wasn't good. Guru Dennis going down as well. My goodness, the 72nd are doing a lot of damage here. Let's see if we can lock in on them. Here we go. Look at these guys. Really pushing in pretty hard on these guys. And it is the 32nd. So it's 72nd versus 32nd. And you can see bullets catching people left, right and centre. Lucius goes down from the New Jersey Brigade. Also getting into a stand-up fight. And oh, look at this. Blind Jim managing not to duck. Being taken down. Josh Farnsworth from the 3rd US also getting involved. And here you can see the 72nd and the 32nd tangling with George Galloway getting involved and managing to catch a bayonet into his horse. And now managing to back off and get into a safe situation. But look at this, at the same time, the cavalry comes flying in for the support of the Union Army against the Confederate state. And the Confederate state also got their cavalry coming in as well, the likes of George Hamilton. So we're looking about a bit of horse-on-horse action going on between these guys. Look at that slice. Wow, fantastic stuff. Across the back of Mr. Blue Spark. He is no more. And yes, Gerard Beauregard, probably a relation to Teuton Beauregard, one of the famous generals from the Civil War period. Now, ow! Oh dear, that's very nasty. Now, let's have a look at the difference. 43 and 38, so it's very, very close still. Oh dear. Jeppen, unfortunately, standing in... Oh dear. Standing in the wrong place and managing to catch a nasty going on. Now, what's going on here? There's Moonbear. Huzzah! Huzzah indeed, Mr. Moonbear. Who is over here? And there's Ipoa as well. So let's see what Moonbear is up to now. Who's this? Recruit Reeves has managed to pick up a... Oh dear. Moonbear's running. It's absolutely cheesing it in the opposite direction as Faisal 2 also running into problems. And here is a New Jersey Brigade getting into a stand-up fight with these guys. There is George Flashheart. And unfortunately, it didn't go well for him. So, here is the 1st USSS. And look at these guys moving out under the watchful eye of Colonel Brutus. And of course the Hinkle. Monsieur Hinkle. Waiting to just catch a bullet, you can just tell. It's going to happen any second. But yeah, he looks a little bit out of place. Not used to seeing him in his non-battle bush uniform. But now these guys are starting to move towards the fording area by the rocks and over towards this farmstead village, which, as you can see, has been the location of a very nasty battle. And there's Birch being finished off, and now this is an opportunity for the 1st New Jersey Brigade to do some nasty, nasty damage to these guys as they try and ford the river. But are they going to actually ford it at that point? Oh dear, doesn't look good for him, that's for sure. But now they've got to be careful as you've got these guys taking cover behind the stones, providing great cover for them. As King manages to take down Nanotox and Recruit Herald. We are following as other guys provide covering fire for the likes of the 20th Maine with Monsieur Diddles and Lieutenant Colonel Spears. Moving across, as you can see, a very brave attempt to ford the river as quickly and as safely as possible by the brave fellows of the 20th Maine. Look at this battle. Oh, this is just a brutal war area. And there is obviously the 2nd RI now. What have we got? Combinations of the road. Oh! Ouch. Colonel Phillip from Wisconsin. And here is Recruit Moonbear still surviving from the Rhode Islanders. Taking pot shots at the enemy. Now the trouble is they're going to have to go over to probably this area. Pina Colada 1, because what's going to happen is they're going to get caught out position-wise. Oh, look at this. Oh. With a fine shot by Pina Colada. And Hinkle goes down. Hinkle is no more. The late Mr. Hinkle. And there's the flag. Now being held by Philip from Wisconsin. And there is the late lamented Mr. Hinkle, currently lying on his back and enjoying some sun. Kind of. So, let's see. There's Colonel Brutus, and no doubt the USSS are following across. Yes. There's another member, and who's this gentleman at the back? Taking it carefully, Recruit Meow. So we follow him, and you can see there, looks like they've lost another member of the United States Sharpshooters. Who's moving over here, up towards the log cabins. Oh, dear. Recruit Bardo finished off. Look at this log cabin, isn't it lovely? Abraham Lincoln was the log cabin boy, from what I understand. Look at this, isn't it beautiful? Can you imagine? The only thing is, could you imagine living in a place like that? Because obviously you're not going to have all those gaps filled. Probably gets a bit breezy. You can probably hear the wind howling at night. So, apparently, Belfort is still alive. How is this possible? I cannot understand the contradiction that is occurring. Let's see if we can find the... Oh! Five Major Diddles continues. Aha, look. So Belfort guarding those flags. Bravely standing up and guarding. Look at that. No, total defiance. And unfortunately for him, he can only carry one flag at a time. So he might be planting the flag in a safe location. There we go, and he goes back and gets the other flag. Honourable work there from Monsieur Belfort. Keeping those flags away from the enemy. Look at that. Doesn't it look glorious? Now, what doesn't look so glorious for them is these guys from the 20th Maine. And you can see now. There's Podman and Broom 2 getting a nice kill. And let's see. Lieutenant Colonel Spit. Wow, they all stood up together. And let's see. The 20th getting ready to move. As John Doe gets finished off. And there, of course, is the Fife Major Diddles. Who's this fellow? Of course, the potato. And Guarder of Flags, Mr. Belfort. Uh-oh, here they come. It's about to... Oh. Ow. General Potatoes has been sliced. Belfort killed almost immediately by a nasty shot from Sergeant Matt. And poor Belfort is no more. The Guarder of Flags has fallen. And Hansel also finished off as well. And it looks like they're not actually going to be bothered by taking those flags. So, as you can see here, are they going to... Nope, they're going to leave the flags there. And there are the Confederate State Wing. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be moving to a map change. And we shall be back with the next rounds. We'll be right back. And so, after a map change, we return. Let's see. The 1st New Jersey Brigade in this lovely township with fine church and bell, ding dong. And let's just see, as these guys are now starting to move out from the spawn. New Jersey Brigade moving out. Who's this person? Oh, a bit of a tail ender there. Now, the artillery position. The New Jersey Brigade. Look at these guys, don't they look fantastic? And this is a position of the Confederate state. Look at this. As poor old John Hobbit manages to shoot himself in the head. Probably trying to shoot the enemy, but missed and shot himself instead as Faceman looks down his binocs. Looking for additional fun and games to see what is occurring. Aha, what do we have here? It's Barbaneth, followed by Basic, Staurog, Momchilo, Gurk Salt, Smithy, Jeppen. There's Bellyfort. There's Donny. And who's this? Alright, there we go. So, the 2nd Rhode Islanders moving out. Getting into this town. Let's see. What are they planning as we follow them into the battle? What could be occurring, we wonder. Let's look around. Oh, look at these guys. Look at this. Fine drilling by these members. Look at all these fellows. Don't they look fantastic? The 1st New Jersey Brigade. The 9th New Jersey Regiment. Ah, the battle bush has returned. Hinkle has returned in the battle bush himself. Look at that. Complete with his little developer backpack, otherwise known as a bullet magnet. So we shall leave Hinkle in his bush to himself, and let's find out what's going on. Over here. As we can see now, forces are continuing to move. Recruit Deathy from 2nd Connecticut. And they're also from the 1st Connecticut. You've got troops as well. There are, of course, Brigadier General OMG. The King of Potatoes. There's Pina Colada. Also, Murderer of Hinkle from the previous rounds. And let's see what's going on, because what we want to try and do is find out where the choke points on this map are. So let's have a look. Now, you've obviously got bridge there. This is quite a good area here because they can actually move past this dried up river and actually move round and get behind the enemy. So it's an interesting battle with plenty of bushes to cover. As Bale takes down Wink Wink and Jameson. And looking over here, I mean, this does look very flooded in a lot of ways, you know, like the river has yet to kind of continue up that point, you know, the tributaries come round here, and it hasn't, ow, Ruby Pin taken down as well. So, let's see who's deciding to cross this bridge. As Antanzan says, Guru Dennis also moving up to the bridge. As Major Bale gets taken down. Now let's see if we can find out, because it looks like the Rhode Islanders have attacked the artillery pretty early. Let's see, who is this? Yes, that's exactly what's happened. As Smithy gets forced to the ground. There's Marissi also trying to deal with problems. There's Double A also from Maine. And who's this over here? Private T from Maine as well. Oh, fine shot, sir. Taking down the horse of George Galloway. Oh, maybe in the wrong one, but never mind. He has been dehorsed. And down here, fighting with a veritable toothpick, which is, you know, something to be said for the size of that sauce. And there is Colonel Brutus going in for a nice slice in the dice against the enemy. And you can see here, and there we go, Meow killed. Bellyfort. And Pol Pot also finished off as well. And Spears with a fine kill onto Awad. Now, Let's see. Multiego. And it looks like that was a nice little attack there by the Rhode Islanders onto the artillery section, enabling the likes of their teammates. Let's see. Yep, their teammates on the likes of the New Jersey Brigade. And, of course, you can see in here on the right-hand side, plenty of others. And, oh, heavens, look at this. The Battle of Causey Creek. Between the 32nd. Oh, who's moving in rather bravely there? That's Sergeant Major Hananor. Let's move round to the left-hand side of the building as Colonel Spears manages to catch a bullet. It's 20th Maine Private Radio moving in. Brigadier General Shaw also getting involved. And look at this. A mass battle. And there's Sergeant Arctic. Ow. Sergeant Arctic stabbed by Strong very quickly. Payne Mace coming out to get involved in the battle. You've got to be careful because trying to ID these guys. The uniforms are very similar. You can see the battle continuing. The 32nd. Oh, goodness me. Look at that face. And we can now see Private Radio moving in. Now, I wonder what is going on. As we can see, a bit of pistol action coming in from Brigadier General Shaw, who has been recently dehorsed. It may be that he's, you know, he had a bit of a sudden crash into one of the enemies. But it could be that he stuffed his horse into a tree. It's difficult to say. Now, and Dagon's dead already? Good God, never. Don't believe a word of it. And here is Krasak with his pistol trying to engage the enemy as Colonel Brutus and the United States sharpshooters continue to move up. Now, defending on the other side of this bridge, holding the flag, is the 7th New Jersey from the 1st New Jersey Brigade. And look at that, full metal, managing to avoid some of those bullets. And Duras being taken out. Look at, oh my heavens, look at that. Don't stand there, it's the place of death for that reason. Look at that, Millux. It's just, ow. Poor old Lucius has passed away. Oh dear. See what I mean? This seems to be like bullet central right now. Coming from those guys over on the other side. Shameful display indeed. And who were those guys doing all the killing? Of course, they've got to be sharpshooters with that level of accuracy. There's Crabbed Sun. Now let's see if we can find the battle bush. Ah, there's the battle bush. Oh, the battle bush is forced to the floor. We're watching the defense by the battle bush himself. Currently face down in the bush, or sort of standing in a bush. So he is at one with his arboreal colleagues, knocked to one side, but taking it carefully. Being very, very quiet. Biding his time, as he knows people are hunting the bush. Out he comes. And murders Brigadier General Shaw. And out he comes with his attack toothpick. The deadly toothpick and a kill into tea. Oh, he got bushwookied. Oh, fantastic stuff going on. Yeah, definitely Hinkle is OP. Hinkle is very OP. And the moose dies nearby. And finally Michael Davis murders the battle bush that is Hinkle. Oh dear. Oh dear. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. That's George Galloway. Now let's have a look at the numbers. 2560. Whoa. What happened to the Confederate state? They got taken apart in this round. Mind you, granted there, let's see, 8,503, 2465. Goodness me. Not looking good for the members of the Confederate State Army. Now. Oh, look at this. And it's about to look even less well for the Confederate State Artillery as Tetra Pak. Oh, looks like he's going to come under fire. Oh, Tetra Pak is in trouble. He's trying to defend himself and has been opened from all directions, which is obviously a complete contradiction to the real Tetra Pak. Mogul Wolf trying to defend himself. Out comes the sword and he finally murders another. And the next round will be the melee round. Oh, look at that fine stab, sir. Fine stabby goodness. And Lance Corporal Arn in there waiting for an opportunity and goes in for the kill. On to Mogul Wolf. Fantastic stuff going on. And let's see. VM King. Ouch. The 32nd Massachusetts. There is Captain Guru Dennis continuing to look well. And dashing as always. Moving out with the other members of the 32nd Massachusetts. Still a sizable number of fight. No! The Fife Major has been murdered. The Diddles is no more. Oh dear. So, let's see. 6 members of the... Oh, this is probably them. The 72nd Pennsylvania defending this house. Now, who's this? 3rd US looking for an opportunity. Murdoch Crawford, also from the 3rd US, looking for an opportunity to murder some Confederate State Army. Paradox, however, is onto him. Oh, opportunity missed, Paradox. He's got to run for it, as he doesn't have a bayonet fitted. Bear in mind, guys, these are plug bayonets, so they plug into the end of the barrel. Prevents problems when it comes to actually fighting back. Look at this. His teammate comes in to assist him. Rogan coming in there from the Rogan Sharpshooters, the name from which they are taken. Fine gentleman. Now, let's see. Who is this gentleman who is cheesing it? There's Murdoch Crawford deciding to run. Wow. Paradox. Ow! Fredo. Oh, that was a bit nasty. And the battle continues with Crabbed Sun defending, but any minute now there will be a breach coming in, but when they do, Josh the Brit will be waiting. Now, he's looking for an opportunity. Maybe he's got a ring bayonet on there. It looks like a ring bayonet, but we could be different. As Wolfus gets finished off from the 32nd, and now they're trying to move in as Ranger's loading up his pistol. And now you can see the charge. John Doe going in with the rifle. And here we go, ladies. Oh, dear me. Oh, this is where they're going to have trouble getting in. This is the choke point. And there we go, they're in. And the slice and dice can begin, ladies and gentlemen. The remaining members of the Confederate State Army are being chopped into fish bait. And there we go. The Union has successfully won the round. And we shall move on to the next one. And so we return. And this will be a melee round, ladies and gentlemen, for fun and giggles and general silliness. Brigadier General Shaw with his shameless plugging of my channel. Thank you, Brigadier General Shaw. As always, you shameless plugger. Fantastic. Love it. Oh, dear. Oh, thank you, Dagon. You're very kind. John Price, drive-by saluting. Brigadier General Shaw waiting. And they're sorting out this field. This is going to be the field where the battle will occur. I really hope it doesn't occur in there. Let's hope it occurs over here. So. Sergeant Michael. Ulysses S. Grant. Unconditional surrender, Grant. along Sergeant Michel. And everybody getting set to go. Cuck 80. And they're just waiting for the Confederate State Army to... Oh dear, Basic has just killed Zango. Very non-melee, but never mind. Aha, look at this fine fellow. Look at him. Doesn't he look fantastic? I do like that pose that they have. 5 Major Diddles! Fine diddling occurring there by Mr. Diddles. Professional diddler. They nearly shot Diddles in the back. It frightened the crap out of him. I think he nearly crapped himself. Poor Diddles. Oh dear. Yeah, so good idea, Diddles. Stand at the back where it's safer compared to these guys. A bit of horn action coming in. Who's the horn? Who's got the horn problems? Oh, look at that. Sir Anton Zaz. Antonin Zaz. Doesn't he look great with a bit of horn? And so, we shall wait for the melee. Look at these fine. Here we go. It's time. The advance has been given. Oh no, someone's been shot. Tetra Pak. Oh, you naughty person. And the battle begins. Look at this. The melee. I'm not even going to try and keep up with the names as it's going to be completely ridiculous. Pistols come out as well. That's naughty. Oh, naughty, naughty people with the pistols. Those officers can't be true. Can't be believed. Potatoes gets slain for using his pistol. As the melee continues between all these wonderful members of North and South community. Okay, maybe he's less wonderful as he's slightly dead. And, of course, the odd team kill in there as well. There's Flashheart. Let's see. Shazar getting involved. Look at this now. Let's have a look at our numbers. 7. Oh, God. 7 versus 31. Oh, this is not going to go well. Turns to fight and gets well and truly goosed. Who's remaining? Lugullus and Hinkle. Hinkle's in there as well. There's Andorus. Cuck trying to defend himself. One of the few remaining. Could be the last man. It is. It is. Cuck's the last man standing. And gets killed. Hinkle killed Diddles. Oh no. Oh, that's just unnecessary brutality against musicians. Hinkle, hang your head in shame, sir. Hang your head in shame. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you very much for watching another North and South line battle. I hope you've enjoyed. And we'll see you yet again for more. As Rockefeller abuses his admin and starts throwing grenades at people. Oh dear. Look at this. Just admin abuse. Admin abuse going on here. Ah, oh, the holy hand grenade. And down he goes. We'll see you next time, boys and girls. Thanks a lot. See ya.